And it's about time our president stands up as a man and stand up to a bunch of thugs destroying our reputation and attacking us like this. This is the home of the brave, not the lands of cowards. And we need a president who's a brave man to stand up against our enemy and start squandering our money on people who don't deserve it. We gave them enough time. Now it's time to act.
It's willful and deliberate whitewashing of the civilizational threats that face us. I mean, we have 4 Americans who are dead, who were butchered and slaughtered because this administration did not have the foresight to fortify these embassies on the 11th anniversary of 9/11. And there he is with all of his fanboys and fangirls in Vegas raising money while they scream in the middle of an international crisis.
I love you back. I do.
Mr. President, for the first time since 1979, a sitting ambassador, Christopher Stevens, plus 3 other Americans were killed in the line of duty. We send more than $1 billion a year to Egypt, tens of millions to Libya after its liberation. Is it time to reconsider foreign aid to countries where many of the people don't want us around?
Well, look, the United States doesn't have an option of withdrawing from the world. And we're the one indispensable nation. Countries all around the world look to us for leadership, even countries where sometimes you experience protests. And so it's important for us to stay engaged. But obviously what happened last night was heartbreaking. And Libya in particular is a government that is very friendly towards us. The vast majority of Libyans welcomed the United States involvement. They understand that it's because of us that they got rid of a dictator who would crushed their spirits for 40 years. Many Libyans came to the defense of our team in Benghazi when they were attacked. But what we have to do now is to do a full investigation, find out the facts, find out who perpetrated these terrible acts, and bring them to justice. And
what does that mean, bring them to justice?
Well,
what are your options?
Well, our hope is to be able to capture them, but we're going to have to obviously cooperate with the Libyan government.
Americans woke up this morning with tragic news and felt heavy hearts as they considered that individuals who have served in our diplomatic corps were brutally murdered across the world. This attack on American individuals and embassies is outrageous. It's disgusting. It breaks the hearts of all of us who think of these people who have served during their lives the cause of freedom and justice and honor. We mourn their loss and join together in prayer that the Spirit of the Almighty might comfort the families of those who have been so brutally slain. 4 diplomats lost their life, including the US Ambassador, J. Christopher Stevens, in the attack on our embassy at Benghazi, Libya. And of course, with these words, I extend my condolences to the grieving loved ones. America will not tolerate attacks against our citizens and against our embassies. We'll defend also our constitutional rights of speech and assembly and religion. We have confidence in our cause in America. We respect our Constitution. We stand for the principles our Constitution protects. We encourage other nations to understand and respect the principles of our Constitution, because we recognize that these principles are the ultimate source of freedom for individuals around the world. I also believe the administration was wrong to stand by a statement sympathizing with those who had breached our embassy in Egypt, instead of condemning their actions. It's never too early for the United States government to condemn attacks on Americans and to defend our values. The White House distanced itself last night from the statement, saying it wasn't cleared by Washington, and that reflects the mixed signals they're sending to the world. The attacks in Libya and Egypt underscore that the world remains a dangerous place and that American leadership is still sorely needed. In the face of this violence, America cannot shrink from the responsibility to lead. American leadership is necessary to ensure that events in the region don't spin out of control. We cannot hesitate to use our influence in the region to support those who share our values and our interests. Over the last several years, we've stood witness to an Arab Spring that presents an opportunity for a more peaceful and prosperous region, but it also poses the potential for peril if the forces of extremism and violence are allowed to control the course of events. We must strive to ensure that the Arab Spring does not become an Arab winter.